You're absolutely breaking law. All you have to do is look at Arizona versus U.S. You'll see these breaking law. But look, me and the Denver mayor, we agree on one thing. He's willing to go to jail. I'm willing to put him in jail.
Welcome back to Real Talk with Darius. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and share this channel with other people you know enjoy this type of content. We talk politics, we talk religion, we talk life. And so I'm excited for you. Great things are happening. President Trump has been reelected, but we still have a ways to go. And I'm sure y'all are aware of the many challenges he and his new administration still faces. Now, right now, we're going to go to his newly appointed border czar, Tom Homan, who's being interviewed by Sean Hannity. Now, again, let's remember this. The border security is very important. I know many of you know that, but some people tend to get into their emotions and miss the big picture.
And that President Trump appointed to fix the border, Tom Homan, along with someone who, frankly, has played a very big role in bringing attention to this security disaster, Texas Governor Greg Abbott. And they're going to be together all day tomorrow. Tom, you heard this mayor out there in Colorado. I want to get your reaction to it. And I want you to be clear about who has jurisdiction, the federal government or state and local governments. And if you're a sanctuary state or city, are you breaking the law?
You're absolutely breaking law. All you have to do is look at Arizona versus U.S. You'll see these breaking law. But look, me and the Denver mayor, we agree on one thing. He's willing to go to jail. I'm willing to put him in jail.
See, I like Tom. He's a no-holds-barred guy. Now, again, I know some people may have some issues with his approach on how he's about to round up illegal immigrants. Again, those are people who entered our country illegally. How would you like it if someone came into your house illegally, without your permission, without you welcoming them into your home? They call that breaking and entering, don't they? So why is it okay locally for us to say on a day-to-day basis that it's wrong, it's illegal to enter to someone's home or to someone's residence? That's illegal. But coming across the borders, coming across the fence lines of the house of our nation, so to speak, and we say it's okay because they have needs. They can do it illegally as long as they have needs. Anybody can say that. Come on.
Because there's a statute. It's Title 8 and I...
And real quick, he's talking about the Denver mayor. There are a number of Democrat-led cities that have put up resistance. They are setting themselves up to resist, not on behalf of their people's, the will of the people in their cities, not on behalf of the will of the citizens of those cities, but on behalf of the illegal aliens. They're mounting up resistance against President Trump and his team, his administration, in order to secure our nation. Americans, we should have a problem with that. If you give a little ground for something being done wrong, you're setting yourself up to give up all of your ground.
United States Code 1324 III, what it says is, it's a felony if you knowingly harbor and conceal an illegal alien from immigration authorities. It's also a felony to impede a federal law enforcement officer. So if we don't want to help, that's fine. He can get the hell out of the way. But we're going to go do the job. President Trump has a mandate for American people. We got to secure this country. We got to save American lives. And I find it shocking that any mayor of a city would say, and President Trump's been clear, we want to concentrate on public safety threats and national security threats. I find it hard to believe that any mayor or governor would say they don't want public safety threats removed from their neighborhoods. I mean, I don't know what the hell is going on in Denver, but we're going to go and we're going to fix it. If you don't want to fix it, if you don't want to protect his communities, President Trump and ICE will.
So you will be going into Colorado, Illinois, New York, California, and you are going to uphold the law of the land. That's your commitment. It doesn't matter what these elected politicians threaten or say that they're going to do.
Let me add this thought. Now, you may say, what happens across the border does not affect me. Let those people come on in. Now, you may say, I live 1,000 miles, 2,000 miles, 3,000 miles away from the border. I live in a heart or in the central part of the country. What goes on across the border has nothing to do with me or my family. It doesn't until it does. Once again, personalize this. Let's use something that's not common anymore in that sense. Ask yourself this question. How would I like it if anyone came into my business with the potential to harm my family, my staff, and my business, my reputation? Would I allow them through the doors unchecked? Okay. Your home. Do you just welcome anybody you know nothing about into your home, into your residence, and you have kids sitting around? Because a lot of these people, not all of them, but a lot of these people have nefarious tendencies. They have character defects or deficits. They have behavioral issues. They have evil motives. And you cannot just tell that by looking at them. And you cannot just tell that by listening to their sob story. Everybody has a sob story. Every single one of us can create a sob story. Some of us have legitimate sob stories, and many of us have overcome some of those past sob stories. So let's not use emotions in order to dictate whether or not we're making the right decision or not. You don't have to like the process, but understand the agenda, the true agenda. Having an agenda, by the way, is not a bad thing. Having an evil agenda, that's what makes it a bad thing. Ask the right questions. Think outside of your emotions. And this is for men and women. Women ain't the only ones who operate off their emotions at times. Men do too. So let's keep it real.
We're going to enforce the law, period. And they're not going to stop us.
You know, Governor Abbott, I watched you with great frustration do everything imaginable in your power, come up with idea after idea after idea, because you were bearing the brunt of this from the very beginning. And you tried to put up barriers in the beginning. And then you tried to work the courts in the beginning. Then you started flying people out of your state to the sanctuary cities and states. And then all of a sudden, people like Mayor Eric Adams, to his credit, he finally got there, realized maybe this is not such a good idea, wide open borders, because we can't control what's going on here. How frustrating has that been for you?
Well, listen, it's very frustrating when we have a country and a president and an administration that are fighting back against the law, inviting all this illegal immigration into our country, bringing those people in who are committing those rapes, those murders, and crushing families across the entire country. So I'm thankful that we finally have a president, President Trump, who's going to enforce the laws of the United States of America. I'm thankful that we have Tom Homan as the incoming border czar, who's going to help execute those laws and enforce those laws and make sure that we get back to restoring order. But also, I'm thankful, especially this time of the year, what Tom's going to help me out with tomorrow. I'm thankful for the National Guard troops who have been serving on our border for the past 4 years under the Biden administration, erecting the barriers, repelling and denying entry to people trying to enter the country illegally. Those are men and women who deserve the respect of the entire United States of America. And we're going to go feed them Thanksgiving dinner, Thanksgiving lunch, and show them the gratitude that they deserve.
Yeah. Let me ask you, I had Senator Rand Paul, Tom, on my radio program today, and he thinks it's a matter of police and ICE resources, not the military, that can be used in this effort. What is your answer to that? Constitutionally, he says there's a problem.
We need DOD's assistance. Look, we got millions of people we need to find. And we got a lot of criminal aliens. We got a lot of national security threats. We need to find these people. It is, I think, DOD, this is national security vulnerability. I think it's the biggest national security vulnerability we've seen since 9/11 because of the over 2 million gotaways. We already arrested a record number of people off the terrorist watch list crossing the border.
Wait a minute. Did y'all hear that? Over 2 million gotaways. So not only are we having issues with catching the people we see coming across the border, or they see coming across the border, there are issues. We have, this country has been put at tremendous risk. I won't say the entire 2 million people are criminals or don't have a good reason for coming to this country. I didn't say they doing it the wrong way is the right way. I said, I'm not saying that the 2 million people are all evil, that they have nefarious thoughts and agendas and plans to destroy people or hurt people or commit murder or whatever the case may be. No, I'm saying of that 2 million, what if 2,000 of them, okay, that's what, 1%? What if 2,000 of them are part of the gangs or criminals? They are known from their own home countries of committing murder, rape, kidnapping, drugs, you name it, terrorist. All it takes is one terrorist to really set things on fire and really to cause you to come to your knees. See, people don't listen. This is what, in my personal experience in life, period, in my observation and in some things I know directly. People don't listen. They don't listen to fair warning. They don't become aware of the truth. They reject it a lot. They resist it. But people don't listen until they have to. I hope you're not one of them. And we got to start somewhere. I get it. But the border crisis truly is a crisis because all of our lives are at risk right now. It's bad enough we have criminals who are legal in this country in terms of being citizens. It's another thing to bring in other people we know nothing about. We do not properly vet. We don't even demand that they come in the right way. I'm talking about under the outgoing administration. Do not demand that they do things right. Actually, plans have been put in place to make it much easier for them to come in because they wanted to, in my opinion, they wanted to increase their voter base. But it's even worse than that. There's much more to the plans. Those what you call conspiracy theories, those things that you didn't want to look into, or that you probably didn't want to listen to your family member or friends who tried to warn you about these type of situations, these type of issues that this nation's been facing for decades. Are you going back to them and telling them thank you for trying to help you? Or are you going back saying, listen, my bad, I'm sorry, I was wrong, I didn't listen to you? You know, I had one person tell me something along those lines. And I hope you have the courage to do the same to somebody who been trying to help you out. Because all he was trying to do was help you. That's all. That's why I love doing these videos. It's because of that. I love helping people. I love encouraging people. I love making people aware of things. Life is more than what you want it to be. Okay? So...
No, 2.2 million people paid more to get away. They didn't want to be vetted. They didn't want to be fingerprinted. That scared the hell out of everybody. So DOD's helped on the border on numerous administrations. We need their help on the Trump administration. They don't have to be out arresting people, but they can certainly help us with transportation. They can help us staff up groups. They can help us do some of the infrastructure building. They can help us some of the logistics. We need DOD's help, and President Trump's committed. DOD's helping us, and we're going to do that. So again, President Trump's a tough president, and DOD's assistance is going to help us be more successful in the country. It's just sad that Rand Paul would say that. I think we all need to be on the same page. Again, we all should be on the same page. We're talking about the biggest national security vulnerability we've seen in this nation. We all should be on the same page. Republican, right. Democrats, Independents, right. Everybody.
Exactly. This is not a partisan issue. This is an American issue.
Count on the Democrats because all they're doing is preparing to be resisting every effort you make, and why they're putting the so-called rights, which illegal immigrants obviously don't have, over the safety and security of Americans, the drugs, the cartels, the gangs, the known terrorists in the country is inexplicable to me. Governor, you have used the National Guard. You have used it successfully. Would every state be able to start with that and add to the ICE personnel as well?
So it's a great strategy. Remember this, Sean, and that is we had half of America's governors send either their National Guard or DPS equivalent, Department of Public Safety equivalent, to the state of Texas. From Republican states across the country, all governors were lending their support. So bottom line, this has already happened. And in Texas, we show the way that the police force can work collaboratively with the military force, where the police are doing the policing. The military are doing things like building border barriers that deny entry. And so there is a very meaningful role for the military in this situation, and it's something that we are expecting and hoping that President Trump will use, because here's the deal. In my opinion, we don't have enough ICE agents. We don't have enough Border Patrol agents. We need as much manpower as we can get right now, because it's all hands on deck for us to be able to deny illegal entry and to deport all those who are here illegally. It's a full-time job, and we need all the people we can get to do that job.
What do you say, Tom Homan, to any elected official that is pledging to aid, abet, and assist illegal immigrants and prevent you and your team from doing the job you've been hired to do?
Again, I think the message is, you cannot help. That's your choice. I can't believe you don't want to help. Removes public safety threats and national security threats from your communities. I think that's your number one responsibility. But they obviously hate President Trump more than they love their communities. So look, I'll say it again. Don't cross the line. Do not impede us. Do not unknowingly harbor and concealing an alien, or there's going to be consequences. Thank God we have a strong president coming in, President Trump. We got a strong secretary coming in, Kristi Noem, who I've had a lot of communications with. And look, me and Governor Abbott, we're already working together. We're already making plans. We're not waiting for the January 20th. The planning starts now. January 20th, game on. So if they want to push back, but don't cross that line.
Yeah, we got to protect every American against all of these criminals that have gotten into this country.
Right.
And what has been done by Harris and Biden, Mayorkas, and then lying to the American people about it, maybe they need to examine their conscience on this.
Yep.
Tom Homan, Governor Abbott, thank you. And the President Trump appointed.
Listen, everybody. Just the other day, I heard a statistic that over 8 million children disappear or missing every year. 8 million. Think about that. What if that was your child? What if you're watching this, what if this is your child? And if you know someone, what if who's missing a child, what if it is due? Remember, let me add this real quick, then I gotta go. We're talking about what's coming across the border. But let's keep in mind, this is a global business. Human trafficking, sex trafficking, that's a global business. As we're finding out with P. Diddy and all of that, allegedly. What if a lot of the children that are missing are also being exported across the border? See, there's two reasons to protect the border: to protect what's in from that which is out, and also to keep in what should be kept in, those whom should be kept in. So keep that in mind when this subject comes up, or when you come across this news feed, when you come across this video. This is not about not helping people. This is not about humanitarian efforts. Actually, it includes humanitarian efforts. We have to protect the children. They are our futures. Keep that in mind. But we also, again, have to protect each other. So like, comment, share this video. Please subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And remember this: Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I.